Hey everybody, welcome back. So, let's chat with people. Hey Sana. Please be careful. Will. Oh, so she's letting us choose people, which I don't think we need to worry about. Yeah. Now I'm not gonna add Watari to my group this time, and I'll explain why in a bit.
What? Why not?
I actually kind of oopsed on this last time, and I don't want to oops it again, because I just don't want to. I don't want to make any more oopses. I've been watching way too much of Lukagen's channel recently, because it's funny how I get stuck on someone's channel for a couple weeks, and so she always makes fun of people when they go, "Geez, Luca," and so I almost went, "Geez, Smappy." It's like, people do it as a joke now. It's funny.
What's the matter?
Nash, what am I doing here? I helped burn down the entire Karaya village. They should despise me as their enemy. Why am I helping these people? Is this going to make up for what I did?
No, it won't. And we're not getting anywhere here. You don't want to be recognized, and you better be off. And you'd be better off helping overthrow the grasslands.
Rudesby. What? Overthrow the grasslands?
Listen, the Lizard and Karaya clans can't afford to oppose both the Zexans and the Harmonians. Ally with Harmonia, and you can crush the grasslands from both sides and divide the spoils between you. I hear that Harmonia already has some close ties to the Zexan Council.
How can you suggest such a treacherous plan? The Knights would never stand for it. Speak nothing further of this. If you continue, my sword shall silence you.
Don't get so upset. We obviously see the situation differently. So, what happened to the search for your father? That Yoon girl seemed to know you.
Thanks for reminding me. I never understood what she meant by that, like, "Ugh, thanks for reminding me," or "Oh, thanks for reminding me." Like, I still don't know which one she means.
That is the problem with just having it in text and not voice acted. I mean, for the most part, I don't care for voice acting, as we do it, but... but yeah. That is one of the benefits of it, is that you hear that intonation and that, you know, meaning behind it.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. Oh, well, not important. Let's go. Hey, Yoon, you knew... Whoa, hey. Don't mind me! You can call me Yoon. Okay, so Yoon, you said you were waiting for me. Why? You two came to this place for two reasons. First, to defend the village. And because we haven't completed our first mission yet, I'll have to wait to tell you the second.
To defend the village? You and her? Just the two of you? Don't tell me... You must be the daughter of the Flame Champion, inheritor of the True Fire Rune, able to burn even water like wood.
Ooh. Oh, how I wish, but no, I'll never have that kind of power. I do have the power to hear the spirit voices better than most. This will protect the village, trust me. Don't be silly, that's nonsense. A foolish superstition. But it did work just now. That was pure luck. There were only a few intruders, and we just happened to be here. That's what you think. The fact you were here to help us was not mere coincidence. It was fate at work. We'll need more than that for our next battle, though. I need to ask you a favor. If you help us, I'll tell you why I was waiting for you. Is it a deal, as you say in Zexan? What kind of favor? I need you to go to Duck Village and bring someone back here. They'll be able to help us defend the village. Will you do it? I could say no, but I don't want to be rude. I mean, it's not like we have anything better to do, right?
Yep, let's go for it.
Okay. Okay, I'll help you. It's a deal. Thank you so much. I knew we can count on you. For a moment, I was a bit worried. I thought you could hear the spirits talk. Yes, but sometimes they mumble. Now, let's get started. Time is running out, you know. Time is running out. Just got random NPCs watching this conversation.
Rico and I will stay behind. You never know when they might return.
Yes, Master Fred. Time to let the world know about the Maximilian Knights.
And we'll go with you.
We need to report back to the village chief anyway.
So it'll be Yoon and me, along with Chris, Nash, Rhett, and Wilder, right?
Wow, Wilder, can you believe we're escorting the girls from Almakeenan? I have no idea what just happened to his voice.
Try to contain
He was just
yourself.
that excited.
He got something stuck. He got a frog stuck in his throat.
Try to contain yourself, Fred. This will surprise the whole village indeed.
Surprise! Well, Yun and Yumi, I will depend on you, and no one else. Certainly, spirits bless us all. Hold on a minute. It looks like Chris is wearing Rico's backpack. I was like, what's on Chris's back? Sorry. Thank you.
Enough small talk. Let's move along quickly.
Like, everyone's facing away from each other now. The NPCs are looking away. I guess they're all looking at Sana. I didn't see Sana back there. I don't know. This whole scene with all these people just seems so weird to me. Of course. It's like, why are those NPCs there?
Well, I mean...
I guess they're protecting Sana?
I mean, they're always just eager to find out. They're the busybodies of the town is what's going on here. They like to be around, to hear the gossip, know what's going on in the place. You know, that sort of thing.
I like how I'm just gonna put Nash in the back row with nobody in front of him.
Golly.
Alright. So, the reason I didn't want to bring, what's-his-face, I almost said Wasabi, I think it's Watari, is I want an empty space just in case, because there's somebody that will randomly, you can recruit in this forest, and I think I mentioned this in Hugo's chapter as well, you can recruit somebody in this forest, and if you have an empty slot, he'll just randomly join you.
Really what you're saying is he'll recruit himself into your party.
Yeah. And in my opinion, he's way more frustrating than the squirrels from Suikoden 2. At least with the squirrels, I mean, for me, that was never a problem because I had the Japanese guide and it told me where they were, so I never got frustrated with the squirrels. But this guy, it's like, ugh.
What was that again?
Ugh.
Oh, that one seemed longer than the first one.
Ugh. I mean, even Moku Moku was not as obnoxious as this guy. I would rather have Moku Moku anyway. It was Moku Moku, right? The one with the yellow cape that was the hardest to get?
Yeah, you're asking these questions about games that I haven't played in like 6 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while since... The only one I played recently was Suikoden 1. And I was being silly. I was trying to play with, like, the elevator guy and the chef. I actually got, like, halfway through the game with those guys. And I did pretty well, actually.
Who knew that Vicky was so good at combat?
Actually, it's funny you say that, because that's Helper's, favorite character. Oops, I shouldn't have said that.
Spoiler alert for me.
Sorry. It's a different Vicky. It's just somebody named Vicky.
I mean, it's not really a huge surprise that a Vicky shows up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoil that.
That's really not gonna... That doesn't really ruin anything for me. That's fine. I mean, you didn't mention the Necklord's reappearance either, so, I mean, that's fine.
Did I mention that Necklord's the ultimate boss? Just kidding. It's funny, though. Out of all the LPs we've ever done, every time I play Suikoden 2 now... I knew Potter was going to call me back. I even said this. Every time I play Suikoden 2, I cannot, or 1 or 2, I cannot picture Necklord without your voice-acted voice for him now.
Oh, golly.
It's like, it just does... It's funny that that's like the... And of course the other voice is the Tinto guy's voice that I did for the guy.
And boys with your arms!
Boys with your arms!
I can't wait till everybody sees us with the girls from Alma Keenan.
Excuse me, Rhett.
Yes?
Could you keep that to yourself for the moment? We have more important matters to attend to. Oh, that's me. I don't care to make a spectacle of myself anyway. Sorry, I'm still concerned that I should probably cut that spoiler out from earlier. I don't know.
Sure you don't want people to admire you?
I'm sure.
Drat. Well, if that's your wish, I'll do my best to honor it.
Well then, we'll go see the village chief and report on the incident at the Chisha village.
I don't really think it's a spoiler for anyone by this point.
Yeah, I think you're fine. Now, who are the ones you want to take back?
I sense they're definitely somewhere in the village. Well, I'd hope so, otherwise, this would be a waste of time. Who could be here?
I mean, they'd
Let's
have to
see.
stand out like a sore thumb, right?
It couldn't be Hugo, because we didn't see anything like that happen. And let's see who's left. I don't think it's Thomas. We didn't see that happen, really.
My money's on Victor.
Victor. It's Victor and Flick! Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. Although they'd be like 60 years old by this point. Excuse me, sir. Let's go see if the village chief knows who they are. Hey, sir. I see your tufty tail from here. These days, grassland is trouble too. We've got to stay on our toes. Wait, excuse me? You have to stay on your toes in the duck village? Do you have toes, sir?
Wow. Wow, that is a question to ask. How dare you, ma'am? How dare you?
Don't they have webbed feet with claws? They don't have toes, do they?
Just because there's webbing between their toes doesn't make them any less toes.
I don't know. I didn't know if that would count as toes.
Next thing you're gonna say that. Are you gonna say that whales don't have toes next?
Well, they have fins with, I guess, it's kind of like the same question of, you know, ungulates. Are those technically toes? Anyways. Caesar, do you have something to say?
Yes. Must I repeat myself? He is planning... Must I repeat myself? He is planning some sort of conspiracy somewhere here in the grasslands.
What and where? You have to be more specific.
That's why we're here, to investigate.
You call this milling around investigating? Ugh, unbelievable. Remember the last chance you had... Sorry. Remember the last chance you had me take? You know, in the last battle.
Yeah, hear ya. You got me there. The food at the lodging is awful. I'll try to find us something else, okay?
Whoa. Hey. Do you want me to tell you where he is? I know who they're talking about, but I don't want to spoil it.
Who the hell are you?
You are looking for someone, aren't you? Actually, I'm looking for someone too. Who is she?
No idea.
I kind of want Apple to say more like, she's not your type, move on.
Wow. You came to use me to rescue the Chisha village, according to the prophecy?
Basically, yes, but you're slightly off track.
I don't know then.
And I'm not going to correct you. You are all from Almakinen, a possessed child, a shaman who speaks with the spirits. Am I right? You know a lot, but you look like you're from someplace other than the grasslands. I'm from the Republic of Torin, where I studied for a while. Since Almakinen villagers seldom leave the village, what brings you here? Is something amiss? That's not entirely clear, but there's an evil force coming that could wreak havoc upon the land. If we don't oppose it, expect a disaster so horrific the spirits would shudder.
It's Sasori, isn't it?
Oh.
I'm not the superstitious type, but you mentioned something interesting. You know where this conspirator is.
You know, I was just thinking about it. Her comment that a catastrophe, like something so horrible that even the spirits would shudder, is actually a really interesting comment. I never thought about this until just now. Because if you think about it, Suikoden up until this point has mostly just been about wars. But this one is, it's about a war, but it's also, there's something else going on we haven't really learned about until we're starting to just now hear about it. Kind of, that's what puts this game apart. I can lead you to meet him. This meeting will result in him eventually rescuing the Chisha village.
What shall we do, Apple?
We'll come with you.
Wait a minute now. Who made you the boss?
We can't just stay here doing nothing.
Still?
Be brave, Caesar. There must be something up because the Zexan Knights are involved too. Uh-oh. Excuse me? Ah, I was right. How do you do, Lady Chris? I noticed a resemblance, so I thought it might be you. See, Caesar?
Alright.
Oh, we just got everyone together here from all kinds. We've got Harmonia, and we've got Zexan, and Grasslands, and Torin, and who knows where Caesar's from.
All we have to do is follow you, is that right?
Yes, if you please.
Hey, how come we haven't done anything so far? Why are we here? Anyone know?
I have no idea.
Damn.
I like how Chris and Nash are just so unimportant now. I appreciate your service. I hope you don't mind escorting us back. No problem. Oh, so she's your choice, I see. Huh?
I will depend on you, Apple.
There's a dog on your head, Apple. Yes, Caesar, I'll handle the messenger business. Don't you go wild while I'm away, understood?
Yes, yes, yes. Let's get moving.
Ah, Caesar will join you, for now.
For now.
And we're off again! Dun, 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 dun.
So ominous.
As I hit everything. Oh, sir, excuse me.
Hit all the things.
Hey, wait for us! We're coming too!
I don't have 2,000 potch. Get out of here. Oh, they're coming for free. That's cool. Let's do it. Just do it. Alright. And we're going back. Hopefully we'll pick up this guy on the way. We'll pick up a guy on the way. Speaking of which, so, one of my coworkers asked me today, he goes, because I was trying to figure out how I was going to get somewhere, he goes, are you going to take an Uber? And I said, you know, I still haven't figured out Uber exactly. All I know is it's a service where you can pick up your phone, you get an app, you ask for someone to come pick you up, and there's a 50% chance you'll get there safely. And, you know, I don't joke a lot when I'm saying stuff like that, and he thought I was joking. He goes, oh wait, no, you're being serious, aren't you? I think it's higher than 50%. It's more like 80%. Helper goes, no, I think it's more like 99.9%.
Yeah, I think it's reportedly quite safe. There's the one incident of the mass murderer who was using it.
I don't know. I mean, that's the funny thing. It's kind of like plane crashes. Unless you really think about it, like, the chances of, like, it's kind of like planes are safer than cars because they just report every single incident that happens. It's like Uber might be the same way for all I know. Like, they just report every incident, and out of the thousands of people that take Uber every day, you know, one thing happens a week, so...
Okay, I say that there was a mass murderer. Actually, I'm not sure if it was Uber or if it was taxi. I just remember it was happening like about a year ago or so. There was a guy who killed like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, just, it's funny because my coworkers find my view of the world so funny, and I'm like, it's not meant to be funny, but I'm glad I could amuse you.
So, still no sign of the person.
Nope, not with us yet. You know, this guy is really, I don't know if there's anything special we have to do besides just run around with an empty spot, because I'm pretty sure that's all it is, but I always feel like it takes me so long that I need to do something. It gets to the point where I feel like if I just get up and dance around my room, it might help, or if I scream, like, drop it or do something, you know. I hate when you get to a game where you feel like you have to, like, rely on superstition for stuff to happen. It became a running gag back in the day when my friends and I played WoW. I don't remember what happened, but we were trying to get something rare from a boss, and one of my friends just screamed, drop it. And he finally dropped the item, so we concluded that screaming, drop it, if we all screamed it at the same time, that the person would drop the item. And funnily enough, it happened several more times. Unfortunately, it does not work on other games. I think I might have actually, like, screamed drop it in an LP at some point.
My favorite random loot story in World of Warcraft was that a buddy and I were running a dungeon together one time, and it was with a group, and we were the 2 druids in the group, and an item dropped that we both wanted, so we rolled on it, and I lost with a roll of 100.
What did he have?
He rolled 100 as well. So yeah,
Wait.
Yeah, we both rolled 100s out of 100. So we both, like, you'd think we would both win, but somehow it had to pick a winner, so I guess at that point I just flipped a coin and I lost and he won behind the scenes.
That stinks. I didn't check, but I don't think he joined us. And I don't have any antitoxin, by the way, if you're wondering why I didn't fix the poison. We've just returned, obviously, and I brought defense to protect the village.
Defend the village? They must be skilled swordsmen. Where are they? Can I meet them?
Hey, you must be talking about me!
What? Where did he come from?
Duck Village? Where do you think we've been this whole time?
Are you in charge of this place, madame?
Yes, my boy. I am Sana, chief of this village.
Nice to meet you. I am Caesar. I studied military strategy in the Torn Republic and Crystal Valley. If you and these baboons collaborate, I can easily defend the village for you.
When he says baboons. I see. Even though those are clearly ducks and not baboons. Military strategist?
You dragged me into this, so you follow my orders. Understand? What do you mean, baboons? I didn't say that. Liar! Aren't you in a hurry? Do as I say. Chief Santa, I'll need you to pass my orders along to the villagers. And will the rest of you macho guys please gather in the square?
What do you mean by macho guys? What about me? I'm a baboon, dang it.
Yo, hey! You did say baboons!
I don't know why that tickles me. Chief Sana, the tuftiest tail feathers.
I'm only asking you to hold on until the auxiliary troops arrive. That's all. Auxiliary troops? Apple has taken care of that, so don't worry.
Even with auxiliary troops, we have to plan a strategy. We can't just wait around here.
Our strategy is simple. We just focus on repelling the next onslaught.
Simple, let's just win the fight!
No, repelling. Repelling.
Oh.
The other troops will follow suit. We'll guard the village entrance and drive the enemy away. That's it. That's it? That's your whole plan? A more complicated plan would be easier to botch. I'll finish organizing units for combat, then we'll be ready.
Baboons.
You did say
Alrighty.
baboons.
Alrighty, so here's a screen we haven't seen. We actually get to modify our own units this time. So you'll see here we have the front guards and a rear guard, and I believe the rear guard is the leader. So if I were to switch Yumi, oh, I can't switch Yumi and Chris, but I think if when eventually I have 100% control, whoever the rear guard is, I believe is the leader. So we can see here, you can see who's in a group. I'm not entirely sure their levels. Okay, the numbers next to their names is what level they are. Good to know, I forgot about that. So if you highlight over someone and push the circle button, you can see what skills they have. So Yumi's got Surprise, defense cover of woods raises attack effectiveness by 50%. So she actually does really well in the woods, which is helpful. Being out in the grasslands, I'm not sure how many woods there are, but Chris has several things. She goes Tactics 1, raises attack coordination of all members in the area, and raises offensive bravery of all members in area. And Yoon has the heal ability, heals all lost HP of all members of one unit in the same area. She also has Quick Aid, which is very helpful. Heals 25% of lost HP to all unit members at the beginning of a new turn. So she actually has Quick Aid, which is very helpful. So if you don't mind taking, if you have patience, excuse me, then you can pull someone back and she'll slowly heal them over time. Or you can just use heal straight up. So I'm gonna keep her where she is. Wilder's in a group with Nash. Wilder doesn't have an abilities. Nash has Tactics 2, which is very similar. He raises attack coordination of all members in the area by 7%. And Sana actually has Quick Aid as well, so I'm going to leave them where they are. However, I'm going to slightly change this one. I'm going to move Rico with Wilder. I'm just going to leave Fred all on his own. I think he should be okay, so I'm gonna use him more of a decoy. Raises attack coordination of all members in area by 5%, and Caesar's got decent abilities as well. Decides how many units can move in a given army in one turn, and then raises attack coordination of all members in area by 10%. So, I'm gonna leave it like that. You don't have to actually change anything, so we'll just say okay to this.
Alright, the units are ready. Now, what else do we need? Nothing? Then I guess all we can do is wait for them to get here.
So I'm gonna say wait a minute, and I am going to save. Yeah,
What?
we don't have much time. Blah, blah,
What
blah.
is it? Quickly, blah 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 blah!
Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna go and save, and these battles... Actually, I might heal and save to get rid of this poison.
Yeah, good call.
Can I do that? Anyways, these battles generally take a while, so I just want to make sure we have plenty of time, and I don't want to cut it in the middle of the video. So we'll see you guys next time when we defend Chisha Village. Bye for now.
Bye, guys!